I absolutely love going to Dollar Tree and grabbing some of their fabric rolls. They come in different designs and often even perfect for each holiday. We're going to start with a wood blank because we want to prep it before we add any fabric to the project. I'm going to remove the sticker and sand it smooth, and then I'm going to wipe it and I am going to stain it. Now, this is optional. You can leave it bare wood like this, but I want it to have a little bit darker base. So once I have it stained, this is Waverly Antiquing Wax. I'm just going to use my heating tool and just kind of dry it a little quicker. Then I'm going to add a dry brush white paint. This is chalk paint by Waverly, and I'm just going to do it's going to look sloppy. It's just that I want to still see that nice darkened wood at the bottom. And once it's covered, I'm just going to again help it dry quicker with my heating tool. And then I'm going to sand it. This is just going to smooth and distress the edges just a tiny bit. And I'm using my distressing tool. And then, of course, we want to wipe it really well. All right, so now we're going to bring in this cute little tiny wooden bee. I found this at Dollar Tree recently, and I'm just going to start painting it. I'm going to speed it up quite a bit because all I'm doing is just painting it. So I'm just going to do the little wings in white, the inside of them. Then on the little body, we're going to do yellow. So I'm going to use a combination of a yellow marker, paint marker, as well as the yellow paint, just to add two different yellows and just kind of add dimension and texture. Then we're going to do all the edges, and we're going to do that in black. And I'm going to use Waverly chalk paint in the ink, which is a really dark black color. All right, so we're just finishing up here. And again, I'm going to use my heating tool to get everything nice and dry. And I'm going to lightly distress the piece, although it is optional. You don't have to do that. And again, I'm going to use my little sanding tool. I'm going to wipe it well, and then we're going to drill a hole onto the wood because I want to thread some fairy lights. These I get on Amazon. They come in a huge pack, very inexpensively. I'm going to thread it from the back to the front through that little hole I made. And then we're going to tape and hot glue the battery pack to the back. That way we can turn it on and off when we need to. All right, we're going to use this little wooden block. I'm going to use E6000 as well as hot glue and attach it right there, right next to the little hole, and wrap the lights right around the cube. Then we are going to add more E6000 and more hot glue and attach the bee. I want this to light up nicely in the evenings and at night. We're going to take this beautiful bee themed fabric from Dollar Tree, and we are just going to start tearing several pieces to make kind of what will look like ribbon. I'm going to iron it out just a little bit just to remove those heavy wrinkles that it have. And then we're going to make a little slit with the scissors and rip away. So make a little slit and then rip. I'm going to do this several times until I have enough for what I want. And I'm going to treat it just like ribbon. I'm going to spread it across my table, and then we're going to loop it like an awareness ribbon, scrunch it in the middle, and tie it with more of the fabric. Then we are going to hot glue it to the left side of the board. We're going to cut off any excess and angle all the pieces, and then we're going to add a sunflower right there in the center. To hang it, we're just going to rip one more piece of the fabric. We're going to knot the ends, and then we're going to hot glue it to the back of the piece. It's not a heavy piece, so a little hot glue goes a long way. And that's about it, my friends. This is gorgeous. I love that it lights up. I love that it looks so pretty in the evenings. And the colors, they're just so pretty. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to take this two beautiful color fabric, and we are going to remove the sticker, of course, and we're going to iron them again because we want to remove heavy wrinkles. Now, they're never going to be just flat, although I don't need it to be, just to remove the heavy wrinkles. All right, then we're going to stack them right on top of each other, and we're just going to start cutting pieces into about 2 inch. It does not have to be perfect. These are about 1.5 inches, 2 inches, and we're going to do that all the way across, and then we're going to cut those strips into half. Then we're going to start applying them onto this very large wreath form, a wire wreath form from Dollar Tree. We're going to start attaching it by color first. So the pink ones first, and I'm just going to use the little marks that have the little, the ones that are going across. This is just going to help me know where to put them. I forgot to dovetail cut them first, so we're going to do that now. And then we're going to do the same thing with the green ones. I did dovetail cut those. I'm going to overlap them just a little bit so it goes over the pink. Then we're going to take the beige ribbon. Now, this is actual wired ribbon. And when we're going to dovetail cut them as well and do the same thing, we're just going to add them and then we're going to overlap it just a little bit over the pink fabric and hot gluing. So we're literally just wrapping it around and hot gluing it to itself. It's really easy. And we're going to do the same thing with this pink polka dot ribbon. Cut the strips, dovetail cut the ends, and then covering that last little space right there, overlapping it over the green and beige ribbons. All right, so we are going to create a nice large wreath, and we are going to pair it with one of Dollar Tree's summer signs, which is gorgeous, my friend. Oh my word, the colors and the size. We're going to take blue ribbon, and we're going to do the same thing, dovetail cut the ends, and this time we're going to hot glue it to the back of the sign. We're just going to do it nice and evenly, and we're going to do it all the way until I kind of like what I see. Then we're going to take the leftover fabric ribbons that we made earlier. We're going to hot glue them right there, overlapping the blue ribbon. And then same thing with the pink one that was left over, just to kind of finish it off and cover it nicely. All right, just to make it a little prettier, we're going to add this neutral ribbon all around. This is just going to, I don't know, just make it a little prettier. It was looking a little messy back there. And I did speed it up a lot for you because it's very repetitive and it's really easy. We're going to use these little tiny adhesive little hanging pieces that you can thread the zip ties through so we can attach it to the wreath form. We're going to place the sign right over it, arrange the ribbon, and then flip everything to its back just like that. And then we're going to attach everything. We're going to thread the zip tie through the little hanging piece, make a little slit in the ribbon, and then just kind of tie it. Now, I'm not tightening the zip ties just yet until they're all attached. That being said, these little things came off, so I had to reinforce with hot glue. The adhesive was not strong enough. All right, so we are going to add the last one here, and now we're going to tighten everything and cut off the excess zip tie. We don't have to add anything to hang it because it can just hang from the wire, but you can if you want. All right, we are going to make a very simple bow using the beige ribbon. We're going to loop it, scrunch it, and tie it in the center. I kept it neutral because we're going to add colorful flowers, but you can add whatever ribbon you want, of course. Dovetail cut the ends, add a beautiful flower and two pink ones right there. And then we're going to add some greenery just to finish it off, of course. Love this one. It is massive, my friends. So big, and it is gorgeous. The colors are so summer. And guess what? It didn't take much effort. It did take a little while, but not much effort. Is really easy. But what do you think of this one? For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to take this gorgeous fabric. These colors are so stunning. Again, we're going to iron it just a bit to remove the wrinkles, and we're going to use one of these books from Dollar Tree. I've been pulling pages from it for a while now. So I'm just going to tear a few pages out, and then we're just going to use my ruler and rotary cutter just to kind of cut off the excess white portion of the pages. I just want to leave the ones with the letters. So I'm going to do that at the top, bottom, and as well as the sides. Then we're going to mark and make some cuts to make it look like banner flags. So we're just going to cut it into a triangle at the bottom. We're going to cut the fabric into just a piece, kind of like what I think we'll need. And then I'm going to use this wooden flower, and I'm just going to trace it on the back of the fabric, and I am going to cut it. And this is what we're going to use to attach to the banner, and I'll show you here. So we're just going to trace several. You can make this banner as short or as long as you want. It doesn't matter. You can even use a different shape. It doesn't have to be the flower. So now that I have them traced, I'm just going to cut off the excess and then have the flower fabric ones. And then we're going to attach them to the pages, but first we're going to iron them a bit more, and then we're going to use fabric tacky glue, I guess, and we're going to attach them in the center of each flag. Right, I did the same thing to all the flags, and now we are going to add one more page to the back of each flag because they are very thin and they were just flapping too much. So we're just going to use double-sided tape, and then we're going to place one flag on top of another piece of flag, and that way it's going to be a little sturdy. And I am going to cut off any edges that need to be cut off to make sure they're nice and even, and that way they're nice and sturdy. All right, so then we are going to attach it to a piece of jute string, although you can use ribbon, rope, or whatever else you want to create the actual banner. So we're just going to line them up, and we're going to use these, it's actually baker's twine, but it's like jute string. You can use jute string. We're going to add a just a little strip of glue, and then we are just going to place the string, and we're going to leave about maybe 4 to 5 inches in between each flag. All right, so then I'm going to add a piece of tape to each one just for extra stability. Now we're going to add some greenery. We're just going to fold it over the string. This is going to add texture. You can also add more fabric and tie it in the knot. Whatever you want will work fine, but it's such a pretty banner. You can do this for any season, any holiday, even birthdays, and personalize it. But what do you think? For this next solitary DIY craft, we are going to take this fabric. I just absolutely love it. It's such bright colors, and we're going to take the leftover piece from the previous project, and we're going to make another wreath, but this one's going to be smaller, but very similar kind of style. All right, so we're going to iron out those wrinkles once again because they're so heavy. And then we're going to cut off the other two fabrics at the same size that we have of the leftover one. And then we are going to fold it, and then we're going to cut it again into strips. And this time we're going to do it again into 2-inch size ones, give or take. Don't stress over the size. All right, so now we are going to just make knots for this one. So instead of hot gluing like we did earlier, we're just going to wrap it around the little tiny wreath form. These are the smaller ones that you can find at Dollar Tree. And I'm going to keep the same pattern. So we're going to go like the flower, we're going to do coral, and then green. And then we're going to keep that same pattern all the way around, but we're only going to be covering 2/3 of the wreath and leaving 1/3 exposed. All right, I'm just going to quickly just kind of comb all the strips and then cut off the excess so they all have the same size all around. We're going to take leftover green fabric. We are going to cover the exposed wire of the other side, and we're just going to roll it around. That's it. Really easy, and hot glue as needed. Then we are going to attach some florals. You can add whatever you want, but I wanted to keep it nice and bright. So we're going to add a large green flower that I've had for a while and some greenery from Dollar Tree. We're just going to stick it right in between the fabric, and then we're just going to add several layers, several going upwards and several going down, keeping that nice round look. And then the green flower is one that I've had here for years, and we're just going to glue that right in the center. I did add some yellow little flower ones. This is just going to add a pop of color in contrast of the green, and I think it's stunning. Oh my gosh. All right, so I'm going to add a couple extra little flowers here, and that's it, my friends. This is one. It's just beautiful. Again, similar feel as the first one that we did, but it's such a bright, colorful one. What do you think of this one? I'd love to know. Let me know down in the comments. For this next solitary DIY craft, we are going to take this seahorse that was left over from other years for summer season. I'm just going to remove the tag, and I'm going to sand it smooth to remove any glitter or anything and just kind of scuff up the surface. We're going to wipe it well, and then we are going to cover it with this beautiful plaid style fabric, again from Dollar Tree. Again, we're going to iron it just a bit to remove the heavy wrinkles, and then we're going to use adhesive spray for this one. So we're going to spray the entire surface with it, and then we are going to place it over the fabric, the back of the fabric, of course, press it down, and then we're going to cut off the excess fabric, and using a very sharp X-Acto knife, we are going to remove the excess from the edges. This is the best way you can do it. If you want to use scissors, you can, but if you want to get real close to the edge, it's good to have a really sharp X-Acto knife. A bit of the edges were lifting, so I'm just going to reinforce with a little bit of hot glue. All right, so now we're going to add some greenery right there towards the neck area. You can add whatever you want, of course. And we're just going to add a few little details, and we're also going to add some seashells because why not? I mean, it's a seahorse, right? I love that we did the pink. I think it's just very different, but it works. It works for summer. We're going to add some of these longer picks. This is just going to add nice length to it because the seahorse is nice and long. All right, friends, we are just about done with this one. This one's stunning. It's very different. You would think I would go with like blues or greens, but I think the pink really works. Very tropical feel to it. What do you think of this one? Let me know. For this next Dollar DIY craft, we are going to take red, white, and blue fabric. The blue one has these cute little anchors on it, and I thought this was the perfect combination to make a beautiful patriotic wreath. We are going to do the same thing we did earlier. We're just going to make little strips of fabric. So we're just going to cut this one into the size that I need according to the size of wreath that I'm going to make. So I'm just going to cut it. This one's going to be a little closer to about an inch to an inch and a half, give or take. So I'm just going to keep cutting as needed, both fabrics, so that I have enough strips to be able to cover the wreath. All right, so we have the strips already cut. Now we're going to pair it with one of these wreath forms. I got this at Target Dollar Spot years ago. It was $3, and I love that it has all the greenery already in it. And I'm just going to visualize half of the wreath in the red and white, and then half of the wreath with the blue. So I'm just going to start tying around the stem of the wreath, the base of the wreath, and I'm just going to do it in between all the greenery. This is because it's just what I had on hand, and I just felt like it really looked really pretty. So I'm just going to do about 2/3 in the red and white, and then in the 1/3 in the blue and white. And I think that's going to make it look like the American flag. Now, if you have a different flag, of course, use whatever colors your flags are or any other color, depending. If you don't want to go patriotic, that's okay. All right, so we're going to keep tying as we need, and then we are going to trim them and comb them and get them nice and where I want them in between all the bristles. All right, so I'm just going to cut off a little bit of the tips of the fabric just to make sure they're right around the same height, but I'm not looking for them to be perfect, of course. And then I'm just going to add one piece of ribbon to be able to hang it. And that's it, my friends. What a gorgeous wreath. Oh my gosh, I love the greenery poking through. I love that it has that flag look. But let me know what you think down in the comments. I have another video here for you with tons more of Dollar Tree DIY craft inspiration. Check it out. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye.